Hi, welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to discuss about how banks earn money. So basically, the business model of banks in India. Banks earn money through the interest difference. Now, there are depositors and there are borrowers. Bank gives interest to depositors as well as charges interest from the borrowers. The difference between the interest of these two categories basically is defined as the income for a bank. Let's say a bank gives loans at interest of 8%, whereas it gives 4% on savings account deposits. So the difference of 4% here is the income of bank. Now, there could be some cases when the bank has lent all the money and at the same time many depositors come back to withdraw their money. In such a case, bank might collapse due to lack of cash reserves and other assets. And to prevent this, the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, has set a limit called as cash reserve ratio at 4%, wherein each and every bank needs to hold at least 4% of the total deposits as cash reserves. Now, in that case also, there might be a situation when all the depositors of a bank come to withdraw their money, but this is not a practical scenario and it happens rarely. And if it happens, this would mark the end of that bank. Another important thing in banking industry is called statutory liquid ratio, which is again set by the RBI at 18%. According to this ratio, a bank needs to invest at least 18% of the total deposits in the form of government bonds, gold reserves, PSU investments, and some other major investments and securities. So, all in all, the 22% of the total deposits that a bank has are reserved, and the rest 78% a bank can utilize to lend loans. Another income source of a bank can be through fees and subscriptions. A bank charges its customers some subscription fee like credit card, debit card, checkbook, messaging facility, and some mutual funds, etc. And apart from this, a bank can make investments like in mutual funds or equity in stock market and listed companies, or through other investing sources. For a bank, if it is very important that the loans it lend should come back on time to maintain its profitability. But sometimes the loans are not recovered, and in such a case, those loans become a loss for the bank. These are known as net non-performing assets for the bank. And in India, if this percentage is less than 7, then it is a good sign for the company, but if it exceeds, then there must be some problem. The major cause for a failure of a bank is related to NPA, and we have seen in the past that banks like Yes Bank have failed following to these issues. HDFC Bank, for example, has an excellent NPA percentage of near to 1.5, which is best in the industry. And some other banks with very good NPA are ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, and many more. So banks have a very large industry in India, and most of the major banks in India have their market valuation in lakhs of crore. For example, HDFC Bank has 8 lakh crore and SBI Bank has nearly 4 lakh crore market valuation. Another important term in banking industry is CASA. CASA is basically the percentage of current accounts and saving accounts in the total deposits of a bank. Higher the current account and saving account percentage, the lower will be the interest that the bank has to pay, because in most banks current account interest rate is 0 and savings account rate is very minimal to approximately 2%, 3%, or even lesser. Another important viewpoint in banks is that the percentage of interest they charge is regulated and sometimes interfered by the Reserve Bank of India or the government to regulate the inflation in the country. So this was all about banks in India. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Till then, Jai Hind.